Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Hit Points Gaming. I am Corey.
I'm Andrea.
And today we're going to be starting a brand new campaign. We couldn't wait.
I know, we couldn't wait.
We just got this in. We were going to hold off a little bit.
We just got back from vacation. It was in the mail. We ripped it open. And we started taping.
Yeah. Pandemic Legacy Season 2, right? By Matt Leacock, Rob Daviau. Published by Z-Man Games. Real quick, I'll let you know, we will not be spoiling anything in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
This is just the prologue. So it's going to show you how this game is played, what's different from Season 1. Right away, if you haven't played Season 1 yet...
Do it! It's amazing.
Just stop, go back, play that now. I think everyone who's probably watching this episode...
Has played it.
Has. If not, definitely do yourself a service and go play that game. Amazing. It's not necessary to play Season 2. Nothing carries over, but the story does. Overall, arching story, which is great. I think that was a great job of how they connected the two. But, like I said, this is just going to be mainly the prologue. It allows you to learn the game, so we'll show you what's different.
Without anything being put into the legacy.
The legacy aspect. You got it.
Yeah.
So, if you're here for the first time, you're new with Hit Points Gaming, we do a lot of different type of episodes here. We focus on board games, video games, virtual reality. There's a bunch of us here that participate in this channel. We have a podcast as well. If you haven't listened to that before, you can definitely check that out. We talk about a bunch of topics of what I just discussed.
Mm-hmm. And currently we have a few other playthroughs that Corey and I are going through. We're just about ready to start, and we promised you guys out there that we would do that first, and then this came in the mail, squashed it. What's it called? Mars.
First Martian.
We're
going to do the second campaign, which is a legacy style. That's what we like to focus on, legacy style campaigns.
Yes.
And share with you
We're going to do that one. We're also in the middle. I wouldn't call it a playthrough. We're in the adventure of a lifetime in Gloomhaven.
Oh, we are still going with Gloomhaven.
Yes.
We don't tape every episode, but we do.
We don't even tape every other episode anymore.
Right, we do kind of like recaps. We are planning to do another full one soon.
Yeah, we have some people retiring.
Yes, so we're going to show that so you can stick with that. We're, I don't know how many hours into that game.
We're all over the place.
120 hours into that game right now.
Oh my god, it's still so much to give. Love you, Gloomhaven. And we just finished...
Seventh Continent.
Seventh Continent,
First Seventh
yes.
Continent,
You may have seen us in that.
So, yes. Legacy, Pandemic, alongside a First Martian, and to wrap up the year, we've got two more things on the horizon. We've got our Kingdom Death playthrough you and I are going to participate in. And possibly in December...
Oh, geez, another one. We're never going to get back to Gloomhaven, I'm sorry.
Possibly in December, we're going to start Charterstone. So, reason I'm saying this, if you're not a subscriber already...
You should subscribe!
Definitely do that, because since we do these legacy-style games and playthroughs, obviously you want to see when the next episode comes out, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense. We don't really do that many reviews on this channel, although we might start doing that. I know a lot of other people do that. We try and...
But I think you get a good idea of our opinions of the game as you go along. So sometimes it's not necessary for us to do an entire episode review because you already know how we feel about it. And if there's anybody out there that's heading to PAX Unplugged this weekend, which is going to be November 18th and 19th in Philadelphia, we will be there. Corey and I will both be there, along with some other of the Hit Point gamers. And you're in for a treat because it's going to be my first convention. So please come, find me, talk to me. I'm going to need somebody to talk to. Okay? Yeah, thanks.
I'll be there too.
Yeah, you're going to be like buying games.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to have to cut your credit card off.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, check us out. If you're in Philly, come find us and play some games with us.
All right. So real quick, we're going to talk about Season 1 of Pandemic. So if you haven't played Season 1 yet, this will be the only type of spoiler-ish
that you should skip.
So skip like ahead a minute real quick, because I'm going to show right now hopefully, an image of our Season 1 board.
Which is hanging in our bedroom.
Okay, I wasn't going to go that far. I wasn't going to tell them where it's hanging. But
Why? So we can wake up every morning and see it in all of its epic glory.
You got it.
I loved Pandemic Season 1.
This is really
it.
Excellent game. We had a lot of fun playing.
We did.
And as you can see from the board, if you can see it from this image, we were able to...
We won.
We captured the pandemic, the infestation, and we built all these roadblocks right around Asia and completely nailed it.
Yeah,
I
think
did a great job with that.
The city that took place was in Taiwan.
Yep.
Taipei.
And we were there. Right?
We had actually... That was before we went on vacation.
That was true.
So good thing we cut it off.
So yeah, we completely roadblocked that whole place. So we were able to work around. I think we did really well. We got so well to the point where, because the military becomes evil, quote unquote evil, they turn on you.
Spoiler alert. But you guys have already skipped that.
This is the one thing that I got upset about in the first season of Pandemic. We did so well that we decided to keep some of the military bases on the board because we still had some military people that could shuttle between them.
Oh, yes, I forgot.
And because at the end of the game you got scored, you get a rating, you got negative penalties for keeping those military bases on the board.
Keeping the military bases.
But I thought we did so well, I wanted to keep them there. Now, we could have destroyed them at the end of the game. If you remember. We had plenty of time. But those points, I think it was like 40 points. It should have been maybe 20 for each one on the board. But you needed to clear them all. That deducted us from like the best score possible to the rank below that. Still upset, but whatever.
We're going to make up for it Season 2.
Season 2. Okay, so Season 2. Real quick. Same thing. It has the 8 boxes, right? Mm-hmm. That are, you can unlock by doing certain things. I'm not checking under the board for anything.
No.
I'm not doing that. There might be something hidden in there. Anyway. Not doing that.
Not yet, anyway.
And then you have your bunch of these cards.
That you're going to punch out.
Yep, and it's really cool. Each one has a really unique back with some really cool art on them. But, again, and then you've got your standard legacy deck with a bunch of cards that says...
Stop.
Do not read and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But none of that's going to come into play.
During this episode.
Yep.
Correct.
That would be Game 1. Which we might do right after this. Okay, so as you take a look at the board, there's a few things that are different here. Well, honestly, you know what? It would make sense to read the story of what happened.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Oh, that's my job. Oh, reading is my job, by the way. The world almost ended 71 years ago. The plague came out of nowhere and ravaged the world. Fever, cough, sores, and death. Once infected, most died within a week. Nothing could stop it. The world did its best. It wasn't good enough. The last fragments of our people have desperately kept the world from collapsing completely. For 3 generations, we have lived on the seas, on floating stations they called havens. Far from the plague, we were able to provide supplies to the mainland, antibiotics, food, medicine, and tools to keep them and us from succumbing completely. We keep a network of the largest known cities in the world alive. Things have been tough the past few years. Cities far away from the havens have fallen off our grid. We don't know what's happened to them. We don't know why the supplies aren't reaching them. We only have a few cities left on our grid. We are failing. The supplies aren't keeping the plague away like they used to. What's more, they're running out. Our leadership tried to hide this fact from us, but we all knew. Last week, the leaders and thinkers of the havens gathered together as they do every year to discuss the state of the havens and the state of the world. They did not return. What's worse is that our main security team was with them. Without our soldiers, the hollow men, roving bands of savages bent on our elimination, will expand their attacks, tearing down what we build and stealing what we offer. Those of us left met on the havens to discuss what to do next. After hours of debate, we realized that all eyes had turned to a select few to lead, us. not because we are able to lead, but because we are willing. We are starting this journal to record our attempts to keep the world from ending. We know we can't save all the cities, but we will do what we can to save most of them. If we fail, we hope that someone, somewhere, finds these notes to know that we may not have succeeded, but that we have tried. Pretty bleak.
Yeah, no matter how well we did it in season 1.
I know, it's still.
Something happened. I like
Here
how
we are.
It's years in the future.
Generations in the future.
So, things have occurred. Yeah, so right away, you'll notice on the board, the world isn't here.
It's like the Atlantic Ocean.
We only know our 3 havens that we start with, and then the major cities that we trade and do our supplies. So in this game, you actually start with a bunch of supplies, and you are providing those cubes to different cities. And as you pull the cards, the
location
infection deck,
yes,
you remove the supply cubes. So you always want to put more cubes down.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have any cubes there and a card comes out, then this plague cube gets placed on it. And right now this plague, there's no
cure
for. So
not yet.
Not good. So our purpose is to try and keep putting the supplies out. So it's basically like the opposite of what we were doing in the first one. Trying to remove the cubes, now we're trying to put them on. Mm-hmm. Pretty cool. I like that. It's a totally new way of doing it. And we played the prologue a few times just to see like what characters we like, how it's played out. So that's why we're doing the first one for you, so you can obviously see the difference. I know it's going to give us a little bit more practice before we go right into it. So the beginning of the thing, it allows you to name your 3 havens, okay? And since we just came back from Germany.
Yep, we were on vacation. We decided to choose 3 of the castles that we visited on our trip as the names of our havens. So we have Marksburg, Heidelberg, and Eltzberg as our havens.
I like it.
Okay.
And then you also start with 5 characters. Now, they're the same 5 characters for every group, but you do get to select different images of what your characters can be. And again, these aren't spoilers. This is all like the base game. There's nothing crazy here. So we'll quickly go through what our characters are. I started with, and again, you have all 5 characters, but you start the game with
4.
Each scenario, we start with 4.
Right.
You can play 2 to 4 players. We like to play with all 4.
Yeah.
Just because each character is different and it's...
They all have different...
More fun that way.
Yeah.
I've heard it's easier with just 2 people.
We don't do easy here at HitPointsGaming.
We don't. Maybe that's foolish of us. All right. So there's a few new actions that we'll go through as we play, but you'll see what they... So the first character here is Pixel. It's going to be my character. This is the administrator. She's from Eltzberg. She's 24 years old. And on her turn, she can move any pawn to any other pawn. So one-time use. Just kind of like the person in the first one.
We named him Chuck, but I forget what his official name was.
Yeah,
He
so
was
this is Pixel.
The mover guy.
Next one is going to be Maverick. He's from Marksburg, 23 years old. He's a young one, and he's a radio operator. Whenever I do the transfer supply free action, you may give or take supply cubes from players in any location. So, as a free action, you can take supplies from the location that you're in, put them on your character sheet, and then you can also trade them to a character in your location. Okay, but this person, the radio operator, Maverick, can disperse those cubes to any player.
Anyone.
They don't have to be in the same area.
Right.
Pretty helpful. Next is going to be...
Okay, I'm going to start with my lovely lady. Her name is Siren. Oh boy, I don't do well with showing the camera. Her name is Siren. She is from Eltzberg. She's 27, and she is the instructor. Once on my turn, as an action, I can give any one player card to a player in my location. So she's good when someone's gonna be building a... What are these called? Havens?
Supply centers.
Supply centers. She's good because she can get people
the cards
that they need in order to build.
They're kind of like your basic pandemic characters. You play the base game.
Yeah, she was like the researcher, I think.
In Pandemic Season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now they made it so you're limited to it only once a turn. Which is pretty cool.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Then, my last guy, he's a farmer. He's a farmer. His name is Jesus. From here on out, Corey will be calling him Jesus because I haven't put in the
that little
accent mark, but I will do that. He is 33 and he's from Heidelberg. And I named him Jesus because he's pretty much like Season 1's medic. He's like the medic.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Once on my turn, when doing the make supplies action, I can immediately deliver them for free.
So in this, explain that? As an action, you can take one supply from the stockpile, and then as another action, you can take the supply cube and place it onto a city that you're standing in. With Jesus, for one action, he can take a supply and automatically put it down. And when you put them down, you can put any number of supplies from your character sheet down. So you can put multiple down.
Multiple down, yes. He is the savior, which is why I named him.
I sure hope so.
Jesus. Okay.
One other thing I want to make note on the character sheet is there's an exposure list right down here at the bottom.
Gosh. Already.
Really, really scary, actually. So if you start your turn in a plagued city, or if you happen to be in a city when it becomes plagued. You have to mark one of these. You actually scratch off one of these numbers on the exposure. Now, there's a bunch of cards. They gave us 10 cards for characters, and we already used 5 of them. We mixed these up because I was a little nervous about the order and whatnot. Under these exposure, there could be a blank, which is fine. Or there can be a scar icon, which is in like Season 1, where it's like a negative penalty that you have to put on your character sheet.
Happened every time.
Yep.
Last round, you had to add a scar every time you were in.
And if your character couldn't add any more scars, I think it was the 3rd time.
Then they died.
Your character perished. In this, there's actually a skull marker somewhere on this exposure list that your character can die. Now, I'm calling it right now.
One of our main characters isn't surviving.
It could be the 1st or 2nd one.
It could be.
That's scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why we shuffled it up.
I know.
I don't want to be tricked into like, oh, the first card on top.
Dead.
We don't want that to happen. Okay. So, we are going to, like I said 8 times already, we're doing the prologue. I'm going to have you read this.
Oh, okay. We have another. Journal entry. Priorities. We need to complete the following mandatory objective. Build 3 supply centers. So that's these white guys here. Okay. We've barely got our heads around this mess, and yet we now find ourselves in charge. We're covering ourselves up and heading out on supply runs to see the front lines and gauge how bad things are. Things are going to get real very soon. The Hollow Men will tear down our supply centers almost as soon as we build them, but we've got to start restoring our presence on the mainland.
Okay.
Let's get started.
So yes, in every month, so again, it's 12 months in the year that you do a game of Pandemic Legacy, and you've got 2 chances. If you fail the first time, you get to go back out a second time in that month. If you don't complete it, you still move on. So this is just the prologue, and you have 1 objective to do. So we have to build 3 supply centers, like you mentioned. In order to build a supply center, you need to have 5 of one color, and then go to that area.
5 cards.
5 cards of one color. Go to that area, and it's been an action to build it. It's on the board. Okay, so the setup is a little different than the first one. You start the game with these supply crates that we've already talked about. You start the game with 36 of them in the prologue and in January. Okay. And then every month after that, you actually get less to start the game with.
Harder and harder.
Yeah, so you put these stockpiles on the board wherever you want, okay, before you draw the infection cards. So what we did was almost all the cities, there's 9 cities to start the game, we put 4 cubes, okay, and some of them, I think 2 of them we pulled back. I think it was like St. Paulo and somewhere else. We took 1 cube away, so there's only 3, and we put them in Heidelberg and Ellsberg. So a character can start the game and take one of those characters
for free.
Right, and just move away. And so that's our initial strategy, and let's see how well that works.
So yes, if there are cubes in your haven, you can pick them up for free.
Yep, anywhere in your location, just pick them up.
Yes.
You just have to be there.
Yes.
So then after that's done, then you draw your 9 cards from your affection deck, and you remove any stockpile, 1 stockpile from there for each card that's pulled. If there's no stockpile there, then it automatically starts with the plague, which is why we make sure there's a bunch of
Did you mark
piles there.
down our stockpile?
I thought I did.
On the previous page. Okay.
Uh,
We can keep notes in this season that is new.
Yeah, we don't really keep notes when we play our games, but this specifically said, hey, you can. So we're doing this little trick of for every card that comes out, we're making a little note of it so we know going forward or in the next round what to expect, because it's one less thing to try and keep track of, which should be helpful, because instead of there being only 1 city card in the infection deck, there's actually 3 of each in the city. So again, another twist to it.
Can I see those? Because we didn't keep track, so I'm just going to keep track right now.
You got it. Okay. So, yep. Then we also start our characters in our home city. So that's a little different too. Mm-hmm. And I'm not sure if this was different in the first one compared to the second, but after you do the infection deck, all the cubes go back to the stockpile. You can't use more cubes than you have in the stockpile down the road. Then you give each player 2 starting cards. That's kind of normal. Then you get to decide what character you want to be. So based on what cards we get to select what character.
Which is different, and I think is a bonus.
Definitely. Now, since I'm probably always going to play as Maverick and Pixel, at least to start, until new characters come into play. Who knows? We just decided who would get the best starting hand.
Yeah.
So that's what we do. And that's what we did before you came aboard. We like to try and get the whole setup ahead of time, so then we can go right to the game, except for this episode, we just talked for 23 minutes.
Okay. Well, we actually have one more thing to go over before we get started on the game. We missed our 5th character.
Oh, right.
We didn't tell you guys. We're not bringing him. His name's Ratchet, and I guess...
He's the builder.
He's the builder. He's called the laborer in this. He may do the build supply center action with 1 fewer cards, so he only needs 4 instead of 5, but he has to spend 2 of the supply cubes, and he has to have them on his card already when he goes to build. We played with him once in the setup.
Yeah.
Right now, we just can't... It didn't go that well.
It did not.
We like the flow with the other 4 better, so let's see how it goes.
Okay. So ready to start the game. The only thing that we're not sure of when you start, you can do as much planning as you want. Mm-hmm. It's random on who goes first.
It is.
Then it says go to the player on your left. So what we do is we start here and we just go down the line.
Yeah.
So that's how we're
That's how we do it.
Yeah, that's how we do it, right?
Oh my gosh, you're throwing Siren!
Alright, here we go. Alright, first person I pull out
is going to be the first player. Siren.
Siren it is.
Look at that! We actually start in order.
I like it.
Okay.
And
do you remember where everybody
I think
goes?
so. I think that's where
Heidelberg? Yep. Okay.
Alright. Now the board, again, since we're out at sea, the lines are connected. They're all like a bunch of
sailing.
Ports. Yep.
So there's no planes.
An action allows you to travel one line, or you can spend a card if you have the actual city card. So like, that's a really bad example. If you have a city card, let's say, and you're on a port, you can travel to that location as long as it's connected. So if, say, this was Washington, she can go to Washington by discarding the Washington card.
Yep.
Or if she has the Washington card, she can discard it and then go to any connected city.
And I'm in Washington.
Yep.
Then I can go.
So those are the 2 actions. Share knowledge. If you're in a city with another person,
and they have that card.
They have Washington.
Yes.
I can take Washington from them. Or on my turn, I can give Washington if I'm in that city.
Correct.
Okay, build a supply center we talked about. You have to have 5 of the same color.
Unless you're the builder, and then you just 4 and 2 supply cubes.
Make supply. You can take 1 supply from the stockpile.
As an action.
And put it in your space. Mm-hmm. As a free action, you can take any supply from your space.
And put it on your card.
Action, or trade or take from another player.
Mm-hmm.
Those are both free actions. Man, I think that's it. There's a recon ability, which uses these special icons on the board, but that's not used in the prologue, and that's going to unlock some legacy aspects, so that will come into play, hopefully, in Game 1. Hopefully we can get those done. So everything else should be the same. You get 4 actions on your turn, hand limit size of 7. There's some funding cards in here, so special cards in this deck that we didn't start with. But the one new card, I will say, is this Produce Supplies. So we did actually get 2 of them to start. There's 2 options on these Produce Supply cards. The top one allows you as an action to put supply cubes equal to the population, okay, into your space if your space is a haven or a supply center. So right now you can only do it in our havens.
3 spots, yeah.
And every location right now has a number 3, so the population is 3. That can go up or down throughout the course of the game, not in the prologue. But the top portion allows you to put 3 supply cubes, like I said, into that spot, or the bottom, which we're not going to do in the prologue. Or you can actually put it every haven and every supply center you can put cubes on. But then you have to mark this little section on the card. And when this gets fully out, then this card is out of the game. Now, so this one has 3. So yours only has 1.
Really don't want to use that unless it's a
dire.
Yes.
Dire need. So, okay. I think that's enough. You're starting. You've got Largos and a supply card.
I am going to put I'm going to put supplies down as my first action.
Okay. I like that.
Okay.
Now, what are the locations on the board that are the scariest?
Jacksonville has had 3 cards pulled.
So that's...
And Lagos has had 2.
Okay. So we know that in this infection deck, like you said, Jacksonville, already 3 cards. So that's going to come out a lot. So we'll probably want to go there and stockpile that right away. And I think your supplies is a good way to do it, because for 1 action you're getting 3.
Yes. So I discard that, and 3 go here. Now, Pixel is the white marker, right?
Pixel is the white marker,
okay.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to give you my yellow card.
Oh, that's awesome, because I have 2 yellows to start.
As my second action.
That's a really great idea. I think that's why I set it up that way.
Okay. Now I can pick those up for free, correct?
Yep.
And move to Jacksonville and put some down.
Drop them off.
So I'm going to pick all of them up that were on my space. So my third action is going to be to sail to Jacksonville. And then I'm going to put 3.
I might even put them all down. This is your main area.
This is the main area. So we will stockpile up so that we don't have to worry.
Yep, we got some time now for Jacksonville to...
Okay.
All right.
So that was my 4th turn. I now draw 2 cards. Washington and Cairo.
Good. No pandemic. So right away you can get an epidemic card right from the beginning, because again,
there's 5.
Pandemic before. There's 5 in here. They're all at certain levels of the deck. Good.
Now we draw 2
infection cards. So you're going to mark. So these are new. We got Istanbul. One of those gets removed. And Lagos. So that now has 3.
Okay.
So that's scary. So who's ever next? Jesus, you got to get over to Lagos.
Zeus. Hey, Zeus.
And fortify this place up.
Okay.
Now you actually started in a haven.
I do.
Had a supply.
So that goes in my pocket for free. Then I travel down here for 2.
Oh, you mean 1? Okay.
I mean
We're gonna say that a lot.
Yes.
First action.
Move. Second action. Move to Lagos. Now my third action.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna pick up a cube.
Mm-hmm.
My fourth action, I'm going to pick up a cube. And then because he is the savior Jesus, he's actually a farmer. He farms the supplies. He's going to use his ability to immediately deliver the supplies for free.
Awesome. Good. Okay. So our 2 scariest places
are now
Jacksonville, Lagos,
set up a little bit.
Are filled up, and we've got 1 person on our way with 3 yellows. Pixel over here.
Okay, so now I draw my 2 cards. Istanbul.
Okay.
And Sao Paulo.
Infection. New York, which is good because I had 4 cubes. That's going to be the first New York.
Okay. Oop.
And London, another 4 cube. Good, I'll take those. Okay. So she's marking down which one, so we know how many cards of each city come out. All right, Maverick.
I keep covering the cards. I'm going to try not to do that.
It's okay.
Okay.
All right, so he's up here in Marksburg. What cities out here are...
To Istanbul.
Okay, so I might head over here to Europe and Africa to have my character. 1, 2...
You can produce supplies.
Perfect. So I'm going to produce supplies. So that's 3 cubes to go on to Marksburg. I'm going to pick them all up.
For free.
Okay. Now, again, what's really cool with him is I can then give these cubes to any character. I don't have to be in the space. So that's going to be really helpful. So that was my first action. I'm going to head over to Istanbul, I think.
Okay.
Now, I could go there.
You could.
I could save 2 actions.
Save them.
Because...
but then what would you do? You would place and then move?
This would be second. I would do third.
And then move to the middle? Heidelberg?
Or I pick up another cube and give it to...
someone.
Pixel, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. I say use this card.
But now, okay. I think I'm only going to put 2 in Istanbul.
Okay.
Well, there's 2 cards.
2 cards.
So there's 2 there. If I put 3, then we're set in Istanbul for a long time.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to do that then.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my Istanbul card.
To fly there.
To ferry there.
Ferry there, sorry.
There's no planes.
There are no planes.
That was my second action. My third action...
is to put down.
Is to put down the 3 that I picked up. Wow, there's 5 here. That's a lot.
So then save 1.
Okay. Let's save 1. And then let me... Oh, I'm already at a crossroads. 2 cards. 2... So here's the thing. Do I put this 5th one down, or do I give this to 1 person?
You give it to 1 person.
Okay.
Why would you... You're saying leave it, and then it'll just be set.
Yeah.
But what happens if it gets pulled from the bottom?
Well, then...
And then it wipes it all.
We're in trouble.
So I say just do the 4.
Okay.
Do the 4.
Place, move, put down, move back to Heidelberg.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
Give
to...
So she's white.
Yep, she's going next. I'll give her 1.
Okay.
Or maybe I should give it to Jesus because he's the better putter downer.
Well, do you think she's gonna put something down?
Yeah, I think
His
so.
turn, so
she
just
might.
leave it.
Okay. All right, end of the round. All right, we got a first rationed event. Now I mentioned there's no planes in the game, but there actually is one. So at any time, doesn't cost us an action. I can move any 1 pawn to any location. The Haven's last remaining plane is held together with baling wire, but we're still able to get it off the ground about once a month. And there's our first epidemic. Okay, so an epidemic comes out. We increase the intensity rate here, infection rate. We take a card from the bottom of the deck. I just hope it's not Istanbul. St. Paulo, great. So those 3 come off the board right away. Now, how many St. Paulo cards are there? I think this is the only one.
No, there's 1 more.
Great. Okay, then this goes into the deck. These get shuffled.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way for us to stop this now, right?
No, we don't have any cards that can put cubes down automatically.
That's scary. That was a place ahead. All right, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. These cards then go back on top of the infection deck. And now it's the end of her turn, or his turn. So I have to draw 2 cards. So now we're just not, we're hoping that...
Praying that, yeah.
Apollo does not come out. London. And Jacksonville. Okay, good. We'll take Jacksonville because that one's fully stocked up.
Okay.
Okay, so whenever an infection comes out like that, an epidemic comes out, our next move is get there and pile it up.
Yep.
Okay, so good. Pixel's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she's going to move down for 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to 2, take this, supply. Now, her ability is to move any pawn to any other pawn. Now,
here,
I can move
him.
Jesus to me.
Yep, and then I can give you the
Sao
card.
Paulo.
Sao Paulo on my turn.
Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So, my third action, you are blue, right?
Yeah.
Is to move you here to save some time.
Mm-hmm.
My fourth action will then put my 2 supply cubes
down
on here.
Okay.
So that will protect us because there's 2 cards in there that will protect us.
Right.
Okay, good. All right. If a yellow card comes out, we're set.
I know.
That's
Washington,
not yellow.
that's not yellow.
Yes! All right. So you'll give me the 5th one, and we'll be
able to build.
In business. All right, 2 cards. Lagos and Lagos.
Okay.
All right, so have all the Lagoses been pulled?
No, there's one more.
All right, we got one more here. So I think you're going to be still around here, giving me the card and then going back.
Well, I'm pink right now, so she can go and take care of it if needed right now.
True. All right, yeah.
Okay, so it's my turn. So I say I move over there for 2.
Washington and New York are only 1 cards.
We have, Washington and New York are 1. And they haven't been pulled. Jacksonville, we have 2 more to pull. So, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I guess.
So you're saying skip it because there's only 1 more.
Yeah, I just don't... That whole turn is just going over there to put 1 more cube. Whereas...
Okay, let me go back. So I have Washington and Cairo.
Cairo's fine.
Cairo's fine. Tripoli, just 1. The only thing that would benefit would be for me to start passing my cards to someone.
Yeah, we're just not there yet. If Jesus gets another black card, then we'll be...
It would be beneficial.
So, I think you were right in the beginning.
It doesn't seem like there's anything else I can do.
Go to Washington and put 2 down? That's kind of a waste right now. You know, it's... Yeah, too bad it's not like Siren and then Maverick can give people all the cubes. We've got a few turns, so... Let's get you over there.
3, 4.
Okay.
She's drawing. We have Tripoli.
Okay.
And we have Lagos. Okay. Infection.
Infection it up. Sao Paulo. And Jacksonville. Okay. Alright. Alright. Jesus.
My boy.
Give me that Sao Paulo card.
1.
Now you need to
Yes.
I think build that place back up, right?
Yes. 2, 3.
There's 2 cards or 3? St. Paulo's.
4. There are 2. One of them has been pulled.
Okay.
So 1 more. So do I just put 2 down in order to transfer this?
I could give it to somebody.
Yeah. So I'm at least putting 2.
3. And you have 1 more action? Or no? You had none of them, right? So yeah, you gave me a card, and then you picked up 3.
2, 3, 4. Yeah.
There's 2 of them. There's 2 St. Paulos.
Yeah.
And you just have it, or do you not take this one and move
to the
Eltsburg
middle
just to have a better movement, or I can just move you.
Or do I stockpile it up?
I
No, I think we're okay. So I'm going to keep this.
Okay.
And then you'll be able to transfer it.
Okay. I like it.
Drawing.
Get some black cards.
Jacksonville.
Not needed.
Not needed. Jacksonville.
I told you.
Not needed.
Well, maybe to go back to Jacksonville when it gets hurt. You're the right person to do it.
Sure.
Okay. 2 cards. We got Tripoli.
Okay, so no more of that's going to come out.
And Washington.
Okay.
So Tripoli's no more's coming out, right?
Okay, or Washington.
Okay. Well, I'm close to Tripoli, so I might want to still take care of that. So we got Mavericks up. I can take your supply queue.
Mm-hmm.
I think I go to Tripoli.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 action.
Mm-hmm.
Second.
Mm-hmm.
Third.
Mm-hmm.
And then put
down
2
2
down in Tripoli.
Mm-hmm.
And, then I could actually give this to... Give it to Pixel? Because who knows what's going to come out next.
Yeah.
Yep, and then I'll move this cube over to Pixel. Because she can just move to another location.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good, Maverick. It would be great if Maverick just keeps getting the supply cards.
Yeah.
From here. Ooh, there's another ration event card. Move 1 or 2 copies of a specific city in the infection discard pile to the endgame area. You may play this card between steps 2 and 3 of an epidemic. So this is really helpful because if a card comes off the bottom, and let's say, again, I'm going to use Washington for instance, we can then right away discard that card along with 1 more in the discard pile already out of the game. So then, obviously, they won't come back up to haunt us. And then the next card, look at that.
Produce supplies. Good job.
That's good because I'd rather him not get them
and
have the other people get the cards
to
that
move
they
around,
need.
right.
All right, so now up here, Istanbul, which is good. Istanbul, okay, and Jacksonville.
So no more Jacksonville are coming out yet.
Okay. Pixel is up. First action. Discarding 5 yellows. In a yellow space. Build that. Boom. Okay, we are 2 more supply centers away from victory. Okay. 1 action. Now, my second is I can move...
Lagos has 1 more card to be drawn.
Okay.
Let's see. The ones that are left are Sao Paulo, New York, Istanbul, Lagos.
Since you're in Lagos already...
And I'll be going next.
Maybe... I did 1 action, right?
Mm-hmm.
I could go like 2, 3, and pull somebody. Or go like 2, 3, and pull you. Like, where do we want the medic to be next turn? Over here somewhere? Or do I get you more to like a general area?
Maybe to the general area. Or would it help to get anybody
let's see.
Cards?
I only have blue right now.
Okay.
And we only have 1 blue out.
2 blue.
Yeah, but no one's got 2 themselves. Right. So we don't know who to start giving the cards to yet. I think it's too early. There's 1 action. I can take another stockpile.
Okay.
2. I can give the stockpile to Jesus.
Okay.
Still 2. I can move myself.
3.
And now I could pull Jesus to me.
Yeah.
So now we're kind of both
now
in the
I
center
can go in a lot of different directions.
with 2 cubes.
With 2 cubes. Okay.
Okay. Now I'm looking for blue cards would be helpful here.
You are great.
One more blue card.
Oh, not an epidemic.
Okay. So move this up. Still at 2 infection rate.
What do we got?
Tripoli. Okay, that's kind of crappy because we had 3 cubes there. Now we've got a character here. Right?
Uh-huh.
This is Maverick.
I say you use it to pull.
How
There's
many
one
Tripoli?
other.
Let's do it. So we're going to use the...
Rationed event.
Yep. Resilient population. Discard this card to get rid of Tripoli and this Tripoli from the game.
Yeah.
So we know there's still one more Tripoli in here, but the good thing is it's not going to be...
come out next turn.
You know, there's 9 cards here. We know it's not going to be... I think we're, 13 cards deep already, so we've got some time.
Mm-hmm.
These get shuffled, and yes, you're right. It's not going to be one of these cards. All right. Still at 2. Jacksonville. That's probably where you're headed. And Washington. Because there's still 2 more Jacksonville cards out.
Yes.
Okay, we got 2 blues over here.
Now it's Siren's turn.
Oh, yeah, it's still Siren's turn.
So let's see.
We can afford 1 Jacksonville pull.
So 1, 2.
Oh, give me a 3rd blue.
3. No.
You could stockpile for 1.
Uh-huh.
Move to Eltsburg 2. Give me the 3rd blue.
Uh-huh.
3. Hand somebody stockpile. And then you have another action. And then maybe move up to Marksburg. We eventually have to get to Washington.
Well, is the medic...
Or Tripoli.
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't
the
get
medic.
there.
The medic can.
Oh, right here, look.
Oh, she can now, yes.
All you need to do is put 1 down. Even though it's not necessary right now, it's still... So 1, 2, 3. Oh, you don't have... Oh. Ready?
Yeah.
Move to Eltsburg.
For 1.
Trade Washington card to Pixel.
2.
So 3 blues.
Move.
Sail to Tripoli. Oh, and before you sail, take a supply. And then put it down.
Okay. Okay, so I get a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Because I don't know what your 4th action would have been.
So this is a supply?
Nope.
No.
Move.
I'm just moving. 1. I'm giving you Washington.
Thank you. So we have 3 blues over here.
I'm taking a supply. So that's 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
My 3rd action, I'm sailing to Tripoli. And then I'm going to put down this cube for 4.
Then I don't have to worry about Tripoli.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, pulls.
Yep.
Tripoli.
Good.
That.
So you could give somebody a
Black. And produce supplies.
Awesome. So now the only thing that we need to look out for in the affection deck is double Jacksonville.
Yes.
And the first one is Istanbul. And the next is Lagos. Ooh. That's scary.
Lagos has 2 more. Jacksonville has 2 more.
Oh, they both have 2 more.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh.
I can... Yes, but it's free. It would cost an action no matter what. I'm blue.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, so I go to Lagos first.
1, second action 2, put down free. You could put 1 in each of these.
Okay, so I go here first for 1.
Mm-hmm.
I pick up
And put down. It's the same action.
It's the same, so that's my 2nd action. My 3rd action is I discard a Jacksonville to ferry there.
Yep.
And then I put down.
There you go.
4.
Because we can spend our yellow cards freely. Because we're at the... And now we're safe.
Bumped up a little bit.
Yep.
Epidemic.
Oh, boy. All right.
Now, do I pull the next card?
Yep.
Before?
You get 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. This
That's
goes
okay.
here. London.
Okay. So here's the issue.
Oh, goodness.
Well, it's a good thing that you did what you did.
Uh-huh.
Because we know, well, what's the bottom card?
Let's look at
Get that out of the way. And now, 3 cards come out.
Okay, I'm scared. Washington. Oh, no. Wait, is Washington one of these?
Oh, God.
Yes, it is.
All right, well, take a look. Washington's getting hit. Nothing we can do about it. We know Jacksonville.
No, there is. If the 3 cards on top.
Okay. So Jacksonville, Istanbul, and Lagos. So now, it's a shame these get shuffled. Tell me one.
Stop.
Okay. 3 cards. There's nothing we can do. Just Jacksonville. Lagos.
Shh. Lagos. Okay.
We need to see Istanbul.
Washington.
No.
So Jacksonville.
So we know another Washington and Istanbul's coming up. So when a card, obviously there's no supply cubes here. The plague starts right here in Washington. 1 cube comes out. If we had a character there, they would have been infected. That would not have been good. They wouldn't have happened in the prologue, but
no, right.
And then again, we can go there and put more supply cubes. You just don't want to start our turn there. But just like in basic Pandemic, if 3 cubes are here and then a 4th one goes, it blows up instead, to everything connected to it. So we kind of want to avoid that. But at the end of the game, if you have any plague cubes on the board, because there's no way to remove these now, the population of that location is going to be lowered by 1. Doesn't matter if there's multiple cubes here. So now that there's 1 here, it doesn't matter if there's 2 or 3. We just don't want a 4th to appear. Okay. So that was
his turn.
Jesus. Could have done a little bit better there, buddy. Maybe not pull the epidemic. Alright, we've got Maverick here.
Okay. Tripoli is safe.
Yep.
We're scared of Jacksonville. We're scared of Lagos. We're scared of Washington.
Okay. Oh.
Where am I? Where are you?
It sucks. I've got no cards to move around. Well, I do have a free move, actually.
You could move anywhere.
But those we like to use for when we hand cards away.
I know, but...
Alright, what's scarier? Jacksonville and Lagos are the same. It's just you're in Jacksonville, so we don't want that to blow up.
Right.
So I think I
fly there.
Move here for 1.
Oh.
Produce samples.
3. Okay.
For my second one. I'm going to take all of them.
Okay.
I have to fly.
3. And then drop them for 4.
To Jacksonville. Oh, this isn't an action. This is free.
Oh, that's right.
Third action. Do we completely...
No, put down 2.
I'm gonna third action, I'm gonna pull another card, another one.
Okay.
4th is to put down. I'm gonna put 3.
And then you're gonna give 1 to her.
Pixel the 1.
Okay. Yeah, that's agreed. That's what I wanted.
I'm glad.
Okay.
Alright. Oh man, he keeps getting these cards. Take up to 2 supply cubes from the stockpile and put them onto any locations.
I love it. Washington it up.
It doesn't matter if Washington gets another cube.
2 more pulls. 2 more cards.
Washington has 3 cards?
No, 2.
Yeah, we pulled 1. We got 1 more definitely coming out, though.
Wait, how many cards are in that stack?
3.
And what are they?
Washington, Jacksonville, Lagos.
Oh, okay.
I say we save this until there's another.
Okay.
And my second card. It's gonna pop. Okay. Man, 3 cards already. That seems like you got there quick.
Yeah.
Washington, which we knew. Istanbul. And Jacksonville. Good. We pick the right one to go to. Pixel. Moving to Lagos.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, or is there anyone that I want to move instead?
Well, you need blue, right?
I do. New York and London, but we're not there. So I'm just going to do this.
Okay.
So now our 2 scary ones are covered.
Okay.
And let's
hope
great if I get a
blues.
blue come out. Istanbul.
Yes.
Nice.
New York. Nice.
One more blue, which she does not have.
No.
Okay. 3 cards still. London. Jacksonville. St. Paulo. Alright, I think we're good. There's only 1 London card.
Yes.
Right? Very safe there. Alright. What? Unfortunately, you can't help give anything.
I can give a black to... No.
Who? Jesus? Maybe. But you're across the Atlantic
seas.
Ocean. You've got to produce supplies.
I do, so that's obviously helpful.
Tripoli has only 1 card still?
Yeah,
oh,
but
it's that
remember,
one anywhere in there, so you don't need to stand there.
No, so what is that? Istanbul?
Yeah.
1 more card coming out.
Okay, so that might be a good one to...
So I could go here for 1, produce supplies for 2.
Take them.
Take them. 3.
And drop 2?
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
Alright. Now you need to pull...
Black.
Black cards.
Or blue. Not yellow.
Not
Black.
yellows.
Oh.
Not yellows. Okay.
No.
Alright, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Lagos. Lagos. New York.
Okay, no more New York, no more Lagos.
Okay. Not bad.
Medic.
Okay. Can you get me... If you can end your turn...
In New York?
In New York?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah.
If you can end your turn in New York, that'd be great.
Okay.
Okay, but until then, what do? Do you beef up Jacksonville again? Oh, you could sail to London. Hit that.
London doesn't have any more pulls.
It's only a 1, right? So
Uh-huh.
yeah, we're actually safe. But that's what I'm saying. If you went to London, you could beef it up
Yeah.
by 1 cube. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you stay in Jacksonville and beef Jacksonville up twice. And then move to New York.
Let's do that. Stay in Jacksonville.
First action.
1, 2,
Second.
3. Oh, this is second action, yeah.
Yep.
3.
Oh, yeah, 3. Oh, you're right.
That's only 3.
Because they're connected that way. Take another cube.
Oh, I'm in Jacksonville. I can fly anywhere.
Oh, cool.
I can fly anywhere. Wait, can
Well,
I?
you have to get. I need you in New York.
I know.
So it doesn't matter.
Okay. Then I take another.
Or
cube.
you could go to London. It doesn't matter. Actually, yeah, you could go to London. Because I just need to get to your space. Because you can spend your Jacksonville card to go anywhere. You could go to London, and then I can take the London card.
So wait, this would be 1, 2, put 1 down, fly to London.
And then put that one down.
Yeah, but then I'm not in New York.
Doesn't matter. I can take your London card. I will get to London.
No, I have to use the London card.
You're Jacksonville.
I can go anywhere. I can go anywhere. Yes. Okay. Fly here and drop in London. Okay. Put this down. You're going to take. Okay.
Sorry. You need black cards.
Sorry, everybody. Produce supplies. Or Istanbul. Good.
Great.
Okay.
St. Paulo. Istanbul.
And a new card.
And London. Good thing.
That's a new one.
All right. So there's 2 London cards.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Maverick. He's in Jacksonville right now. He can go to St. Paulo. I could sail there.
Mm-hmm.
Which is probably what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, before I go there, do I want to hit up Jacksonville anymore?
3 cards are in there for
Okay.
Jacksonville.
So I'm not going to.
No. Because it's not going to get pulled from the bottom of the deck.
Okay. So I'm going to, first action.
Sail for free. Sail for 1 action.
Yeah. Second. Third.
Uh-huh.
Fourth. And then I can give this to, I can give it
Her.
to Pixel.
Okay.
Good?
I like it.
Cairo. And, alright.
Supplies.
Supplies. Cool. 3 cards. London. Cairo. These are new.
Yeah, I know.
And Washington. Okay. How many Washington cards have been pulled?
3.
Alright. So, either an epidemic comes out or something. When these cards get shuffled back in, I have to put
Yes,
some
you
cubes
do.
there. So we can't let that explode.
Remember when I wanted to fix it before?
Yeah,
you were
remember?
like, no.
But look. London would have been destroyed.
True.
But now, Washington,
And I might get infected. Great.
yeah. Okay. Pixel. Start of her turn, she can fly to any spot, as long as there's another player.
London.
I'll go to you. 1. Take your London card. 2. I'll build in London. 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Put that down 4.
And I put 1 down for 4. Okay. Let's finish it. Wait, no. Okay.
Now you have to draw 2 cards.
I know.
Okay.
We need Jesus to get 2 more black cards.
Right.
That
Jesus
the goal.
is blue. So. Epidemic.
New York. All right. So real quick, how many New York cards are
There
there?
are 2.
Oh God. Okay. So I can put 2 cubes on the board right now.
There's 3 Washington cards.
So either they
It has to go there.
go in 1 and 1.
No, it has to go 2 in Washington.
2 in Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if Washington goes, it
We
hits
can't
New York
risk it.
and
Yes.
Jacksonville. Now who's next? Siren?
Wait, is it her? Yeah.
Can she get? Where is she?
She's pink.
She's on the other side of the world. She cannot get there at all.
I guess.
She can get to New York.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4.
She doesn't
Oh,
have
but
any
you have no
cubes.
Oh, that is not good. That's not good.
No,
Was that my first pull? Or second? I guess second.
Mm, yeah, it was your second.
Okay, great.
I don't remember.
Because I thought I had cards.
And a black one?
I didn't get rid of all my cards.
That was your first ball.
Oh, okay, thanks. I hope so.
I hope so too.
I forget.
Stop.
Okay.
Okay.
Here, stop.
Did you move the thing up one?
No. What's this one? Because I don't think I just had all...
Blues? No, I think you had blues and a black.
Alright, I'm going to pull another card.
Okay.
Where I am. I can go anywhere.
But that means you could go anywhere, yes.
Alright. So I'm going to pull 3. We just can't have New York come out. But you can't even get to New York. On your turn.
What if I go to Cairo? 1. 2. I can fly anywhere.
Okay.
3.
Put 1 down.
No, that's still...
1, 2.
Oh yeah, pick up and put down.
Up. Yep.
That's what I can do. That's what I can do.
Istanbul.
Istanbul.
How many Istanbul cards?
2, that's it. We pulled them.
And London.
And London.
Oh, God. London's down to 0. Alright.
Okay. Okay. This looks
very
bad.
bleak.
This looks bad. Okay, well we don't have to worry about Istanbul this turn. Okay.
How do we get Jesus? Here, oh, man. How do we get Jesus?
2 more cards?
2 more cards.
Well, I would do this. Here, and give him Tripoli.
But there's no way he can get another one on his turn. So we're going to have to go all the way around. So he's going to have to, yeah. So there's no point to do that right now, I don't think. Alright, so you've got to get to New York.
Mm-hmm. So I move here for 1. I discard my Cairo card to fly to New York for 2. I pick up.
Yep.
And I put down. But here's the problem.
What's the problem?
There's 2 cards.
There's 2 New Yorks, I know.
I know.
Don't get infected.
I know. Produce supplies. Okay.
3 cards.
I know.
Jacksonville.
Okay.
Lagos.
Okay. London. Oh no. Infected.
All right.
We stink.
Yeah, we are doing pretty bad.
Yeah.
Jacksonville, Lagos. All right. London gets hit with a cube.
London gets hit with a cube.
So, right now, both our people would be exposed to level 1.
We would.
And guess what? At the start of their turn, they would get hit again because they can't get out of there. This is the worst we've done.
The worst we've done.
But this shows, look, we've never had 3 cubes.
We've never had 3 cubes, yeah.
But it's all on how the cards come out in the beginning.
Yes.
Right? Okay, because we haven't had Silent Night. That's a good way to stop the infection for 1 turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't even know whose turn it is.
It's the medic's turn. It's Jesus' turn.
Great. So he gets hit again, so he's at level 2. Oh, so this is 1, 2, 3 infections. Oh, is it only 2?
Only 2.
How
does it go down?
Oh, I think it's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's 4
greens.
If that gets to 8,
we're done.
Game's over. All right.
Okay, what's it? I'm in London.
Yeah.
Okay. 1.
Well, you've got to get to...
Gotta get everywhere.
Black cards.
Istanbul.
If you can get to Istanbul, I can give you a card. Here it is. This is how we win on your next turn. You end in Istanbul.
This round. No, why don't you just... Oh, then someone else has to be in Istanbul.
Or you don't. Is Istanbul all pulled?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I could, on my turn, on Pixel's turn, I can move to Istanbul by discarding London and bringing you to me. And then I hand you this card. So that's your 4th card.
Okay.
She would give you your 5th. That's if you don't pull any right now.
Right.
So I think you are free to fill up London and New York, however you want to do that.
So 1, 3. This is a 1, 2. No, 1, 2, 3. No, I can't do that.
Yeah, what do you do with the fourth action?
Well, London has one more card that's going to come out, and New York has 2.
So you got to protect London instead. I mean, New York instead. Actually, you need to do both of them, so it doesn't matter.
So then how do I do both?
You can't.
I can't.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, you can't. Oh, yeah, you can. You've got the New York card. So, London is 1 left, right?
Yeah.
First action, automatic.
And
pick
put
up
down.
And put down. Second action, you boat over to New York. Second action. Third action is take a stockpile. Fourth action, put
it down. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I was trying to produce supplies in there, too.
Your 2 cards.
Yes. Produce supplies. Come on, black card. London.
Great. 3 cards. Lagos. Oh, boy. Cairo. And guess what? Lagos. Well, you're just infecting all over the place. Good thing this doesn't count, right?
Good thing.
Ooh. Okay. Maverick. It's down here.
Can you go up there? Lagos doesn't have any more coming out. Washington does. Has 3 coming out. New York has 2 coming out. Jacksonville has 2 coming out. Sao Paulo has 2 coming out.
Istanbul? None?
Done. Unless we pull, obviously, yeah. Why don't you go to Cairo?
I can go 1. Produce supplies.
Okay.
Because I can give these to anyone.
Uh-huh. Fly to Cairo. Oh, no, wait. That's 2. Oh, don't you have to fly me somewhere?
She's got to fly you over. To give
But
you
right
the card.
now, she can give it to him in the same spot. At the beginning of my turn.
Mm-hmm. But how do you get the 5th one?
Oh, so you're saying somehow she would have to get over there. How do I get the 4th one?
I was going to give you one. I was going to walk to Istanbul and pull you to me. Next turn.
Yes, but then she has to get over there. She has to get over
I think
to give him.
I think that's what you got to do. Yeah.
What?
You have to go over to him. You're right.
So where are you going to be? Istanbul? So that's 1, 2, 3,
give.
4. Oh, gosh.
Things are just going to blow up.
I know. Okay.
1, 2. Ugh.
3.
Oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to
Put
give
down
these.
here, and then give 1 to someone else.
Yep. So that was 1, 2, 3. Because it's not going to be his turn anymore, so it won't matter.
Right.
To get infected. And I'll put 2 down here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give
To her.
Pixel this last one.
Yeah.
Great. New York and Washington. 3 cards. Sao Paulo. Washington gets blocked. And New York. Good, gets blocked. Okay, Pixel. She's spending... Oh, she gets hurt again. Infected, right? London, I'm spending the London card to go to Istanbul.
Okay.
First action. Second action, I'm going to take a stockpile.
Okay.
Third action, I'm putting 2 down.
Uh-huh.
Fourth action, I'm bringing
the medic. The farmer, sorry, the farmer.
the farmer over to me in Istanbul.
Okay.
We've got 2 more rounds to get through.
It's going to be an epidemic.
Washington and Tripoli.
Okay.
3 cards. Washington. Is that all the Washington cards?
No, there's one more.
So we would almost lose.
Yeah.
St. Paulo. Washington.
So it gets impacted.
Okay. Now, this is the one rule I actually didn't read because we never got close to happening. I don't know if it's just these explode and, like, these cancel them, or do they just, boom, these just infect.
Oh, because
Straight
there's
out.
supplies there. Would
Right.
it help? This is the worst that we've done. We played 3 times before.
Outbreaks. I think this is it. Outbreak or remove 1 supply cube from every location adjacent to the city. If the connected city does not have a supply cube, place 1 plague. Move the instant tractor forward 1 space on the instant tractor for each plague cube place. Okay, cool.
So we can.
So they are blocked.
So this has 4.
No, it just doesn't go to 4. It's just, it spreads
okay.
there and there. Okay, hey! That worked out really well.
Mm-hmm.
Because those were all 3. Siren goes.
Oh my goodness.
1, 2, 3. There's no other way you can get closer, is there?
Lagos. No.
No. Alright, so you're spending all 4. You're saying, screw this.
Screw this. We need this center built.
Leave in America.
Oh, I don't know why I was giving it to you.
So we just have to survive these pulls. An epidemic here would actually be helpful because...
Wait a minute.
No, it wouldn't be helpful.
I thought I was winning on his turn.
You are. You're pulling Istanbul.
Oh, from him. Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yes. London. Cairo.
Okay, here we go. No New York. Which I think we already pulled. Oh, actually, these might be all new.
I don't remember. New York.
Infection.
Okay.
Jacksonville. Oh boy. All right.
London.
London. Hey, look at that. Move that cube. And there you go.
Okay. 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 I'm taking Istanbul from you.
Yep.
And then I'm going to build.
Oh, look at that. The 3rd supply center. Victory.
Victory! Call it a victory.
Victory. We have 5 plagues on the board. 2 or 3 of our characters are infected.
Twice.
Or exposed.
Exposed twice.
And now every city that had a plague counter on it
goes down.
Yep. It goes down by 1. So they would start with 2 populations. So the population means whenever you do a supply, produce supplies there, it gets a number of stockpiles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's how you get more as it goes on. You have higher population, so you use a stockpile, more cubes come on the board. I see. Okay, well, that is the prologue.
Luckily.
None of this counts. This was kind of a simulation for our 4 characters here. We did win.
We did win, correct. The scenario.
And then, if this is a real game, you would get special production points based on how many cities are on the board. So, as you can see, there's a few areas that, well, there's a lot of areas that we are still unknown to us. Because we've spent all of our time.
The card was an epidemic, and we only had 2 more cards to go.
That's the thing. We needed that
skip
Silent Night.
Yeah.
Because that's a whole extra 3 cards that come out.
No.
So yeah, the more cities that you discover, I'm assuming there's more stickers that go on the board, the more experience that you get, and then you can spend that experience
for awesome rewards.
For all these really cool rewards to increase the population of cities, character abilities, and then extra cards on other cards.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the prologue. Hopefully you guys did a little bit better than us.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it does not matter.
And if you enjoyed watching us play, we will be taping the very first month, January, and you can see how well we really do.
Yep.
And again, join us if you are going to PAX Unplugged in Philly this weekend. Come find us, talk to us, play games with us, and we'll see you next time.
Sounds good. Thanks, everyone. See you next time.
Any day now.
I forget what I was going to say.
Hi there, everyone.